Hey guys, so 2017 is about to end. It's time to take a look back at the year of Samsung. From flagship phones all the way to the mid-range phones. From the biggest to the smallest, every single phone that I'm going to be showing you in this video was indeed released in 2017. So first up we have is the Samsung Galaxy Note Fan Edition. AKA the late great Galaxy Note 7. I think we all know at this point what happened to the original Galaxy Note 7. I mean, it was a pretty good phone, probably the best phone of that year. I really liked it, but it had battery issues and it started to explode. So Samsung had to recall it. But this year we got the return of the beast. So this is the Samsung Galaxy Note FE, a refresh edition of that original Note 7. So pretty much the same looking phone with a different name, different branding, and same software features as the beast Samsung Galaxy S8. So this is the only recent flagship level Samsung phone that includes a home button, and it's gone on the latest flagships. The Note 8, it does not have a home button and it's not gonna come back ever. Even the upcoming mid-range phones from Samsung are now having infinity bezel-less design. So this is pretty much the end of an era phone. And hands down, the Note FE unboxing was the best unboxing I've ever made for any phone. I mean, the story was incredible. The return and me digging the Note FE out of that dirt was amazing. So I think it was the best unboxing I've ever done of a phone. So Galaxy Note FE has a very special place in my heart, and I think it is for every Samsung phone. So you can see the build quality still looks pretty impressive. Camera on this phone is still as good as the Galaxy S8. I mean, we do have a little bit better sensor, but it's pretty much the same thing. Battery life is also pretty decent. We tested it out in a battery drain test. It did pretty good. I'm just really glad that I own the legendary Galaxy Note 7 again in the form of a much better package with latest software and a different name. So Note FE, definitely one of my favorite Samsung phones of this year. Alright, so next on the list is the Samsung Galaxy A3, aka the Galaxy S7 Mini. Every year Samsung releases these A series phones, and each year they are based on the flagship S series. So the A series, they were completely based on the Galaxy S7, and this phone looks like a Galaxy S7 Mini. And the reason why I like this phone a lot, because it's the only really small Samsung phone that comes with some really good features. I mean, there are other phones from Samsung as well that are really small and really cheap, but this one is better than those feature-wise and look-wise. Now, Samsung phones are usually very big, and if you are someone who have small hands or you just like to use small phones, then the Galaxy A3 can be a really good phone. I mean, it is fast enough to, do simple things such as, using Facebook, Instagram, and all those stuff, sending an email. I mean, if you're not into the flagships, and again, you are a small phone guy or girl, then you can definitely give Galaxy A3 a try. It's having a very premium design, the aluminum on the side and glass on the back. I mean, mine is broken because I've done a drop test, but still it's gonna look pretty good. It's coming with a 4.7-inch 720p display, mid-range Exynos processor that should be able to give you a good experience. And not only that, this phone is running Samsung Experience version 8.1, which you don't even get on the flagship Galaxy S7 from last year, which is absolutely crazy. Also water and dust resistant. The only thing that I don't like about this phone is that it does not have the support for fast charging, but other than that, this is a pretty good phone for a pretty good price, which is I think $250 nowadays. So yeah, if you like the Galaxy A3 and you want all these features in a bigger package, Samsung gives you the Galaxy A7. So this is the largest widely available battery phone that we have on the planet from Samsung. So it's coming with a 3600 mAh battery, which is more than the Galaxy S8 Plus and the Note 8. This might be the best battery life phone that Samsung offers. I mean, according to my battery drain test, this phone did pretty well. So we got the same Galaxy S7 look, the gloss back, aluminum on the sides, fingerprint scanner, fast charging, a flat 5.7-inch 1080p display. The software is also the latest, which is the Experience UI, so it's also water and dust resistant. So in my experience, this phone has been phenomenal. The only thing that I don't like is the camera. It's a little bit bad with the stabilization, but apart from that, I think it's a pretty good phone that you can get if you're not interested in paying a lot for a phone and you're not into smartphones that much. I think this is a pretty good phone if you want the battery life, if you want the best battery life from Samsung for as cheap as possible. I think this is the phone to go for. Moving up the ladder, we have the Samsung Galaxy J7 Pro. So this year, Samsung messed up with the naming of their phones. I mean, the J7 2017 is called as J7 Pro in a lot of regions. So just like the Galaxy A7, this phone also has a 3600 mAh battery that performs really good. Software is also the latest one, which is the Samsung Experience UI, and you get some really good performance out of this phone. Speciality of the J series is that they offer front camera with LED flash. Yes, you have a proper LED flash on the front to take bright selfies. With the 2017 series, Samsung introduced a full-on aluminum body with the J7 Pro and the J5 Pro. The speaker is on the top right corner. It's still having a normal USB port, so no Type-C. And it also doesn't support fast charging, which sucks. But the battery life is pretty decent. So if I have to pick any phone out of J series this year, that would definitely be the Galaxy J7 Pro. Next up, we have the Samsung Galaxy C8, the first ever mid-range Samsung phone to include dual cameras and a facial scanner. This one is also called as J7 Plus, if I'm not wrong, but in other regions, Samsung named it Galaxy C8, and it was a latecomer, but I have to say this phone is pretty interesting. You also get a selfie focus mode with the front camera, which blurs the background. It doesn't work that well, but we still have this feature, something you don't even get on the Galaxy Note 8. So for $300, you're getting a 1080p display. Of course, Samsung Experience UI is here. If we check out the latest version number, it's actually Android 7.1.1 and Experience version is 8.5. So this software is exactly like the Galaxy Note 8. We also have the Bixby voice assistant running on this phone. The fingerprint scanner is pretty fast. And my favorite thing on this phone is the live focus mode. So the execution is different compared to the Note 8. I mean, it doesn't work that automatic or depth and everything, but still you can take some really good photos if you can get it right. So I've actually done a full camera test comparison with the Note 8. You can check that video out. But yeah, overall, this is probably my favorite Samsung mid-range phone that came later this year. Now moving on to the flagship phones, we have the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. I've been using this phone for about 2 months now, and there's only one word to describe this phone. It is incredible. It was first launched with $1,000 price, and it was a lot back then, but now it's costing I think about $800, and the features that it offers compared to the competition is the best phone that Samsung offers right now. Feature-wise, it is right up there, and a lot of people say that it's the best phone of this year. Performance is still pretty good even after months of usage. It has one of the best camera features on any phone, takes some incredible photos. We still have the headphone jack. We do get micro SD card slot for storage expansion, something you won't get from Google or Apple. So Samsung is, like I said, feature-wise, they are the best. They want to give you all the options. So fingerprint scanner, facial facial scanner, iris scanner, 3 types of security things we have on this phone. So I mean, even though the fingerprint scanner is not positioned very well, you can rely on the iris scanner and the facial scanner. So, I mean, at the end of the day, not every phone is perfect, but if there is a phone out here right now with the most perfect features, you know, price-wise and everything, that would be the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. And last but not the least, we have the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus. Now, these 2 phones are forever incredible. I mean, when they first came out, they just set the standard. Every phone next to them felt outdated and old. I mean, these phones were that good. These Infinity designs are looking amazing. So amazing that I don't mind if they use the same design on the Galaxy S9. I mean, this is that good. My favorite out of these 2 is actually the Galaxy S8. I mean, I am a big phone person, that's for sure, but the Galaxy S8 just feels so perfect. And this is the only phone that is big enough, wide enough, and at the same time, it is very handy. So we have a curved display. There is no notch or anything that is, you know, interfering with the actual display. You get that full experience. The performance is top notch. The battery life is one of the best on any phone. I mean, if you have seen my battery drain test, the S8 Plus is always in the top 3. Cameras on these phones are also pretty amazing, and of course they don't have that dual camera features that Note 8 offers, which is why the Galaxy Note 8 is, you know, expensive and the best Samsung phone out there. If you don't want that, I think the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, they can offer you a lot for a less price. Especially the Galaxy S8, I think nowadays it is costing about $500. At least where I live, I've seen S8 for as cheap as $500. So that is crazy price, and considering all of its features and everything, I think it's a great option to go for in late 2017. Other than these smartphones, my favorite accessory from Samsung has to be the Samsung DeX, and the reason why I love my Galaxy Note 8 so much is I pair it with Samsung DeX and then I connect it to my Samsung 4K monitor, and boom, it's the best media setup for me, and I've been able to watch a lot of movies, TV shows without any problem. And of course it offers a lot of other features as well. So if you don't want to carry a laptop, you can carry a DeX and just hook it up with a monitor and start working. So next year Samsung will definitely improve DeX even further with flat compatibility, because now phone can only stand, but that DeX will allow the phone to go flat. So yeah guys, these were the best Samsung phones that were released in 2017. It was an epic year for Samsung. I mean, they have set a real high standard with their phones. The design, the display, the cameras, everything is just so incredible, and can't wait to see what Samsung will offer in 2018. So thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.